Okay.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I actually feel really good, and I didn't feel good this weekend, so.
Can you tell by the under eyes that I feel fresh. I feel like ready for anything. I could build the next Eiffel Tower.
You know what I learned from watching myself on just the little clips that we put on the internet? I learned that I do have a lot of crow's feet. And whenever I get Botox, I'm like, no, I like those. It shows I've been happy my whole life. And then I saw myself on camera and I was like, holy smokes. Nobody needs to be that happy. Nope. Out. I have a Botox appointment tomorrow.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
I like my face frozen all the way. I don't want inflections at all. That's what my voice is for, not my face.
That shows your energy, your
Rachel,
emotion.
100%. That's very intelligent.
I do not want any inflections in my face whatsoever.
Like, that's what my voice is for. I mean, is that from Nietzsche?
I wrote it just now.
Oh my God.
That was off
Put
the top.
it in the fucking...
I think I read that in The Secret a few years ago.
Yes.
I really want to read that, The Secret.
You
but
are
I
a hippie.
haven't.
You would like it.
I would
telling
love
me
it.
you haven't read The Secret.
No, I've heard bits and pieces of it. I've watched it.
Like, you got the gist.
I got the gist.
I
you know,
went
it's
from,
power
like-
of the mind, law of attraction. I believe in that, so I'm in.
I
Don't
went
be an
from like
asshole.
chicken soup for the teenage soul to The Secret.
You know what? It's
And that's
funny that you
why
say
I
that
am who
because
I am.
I did feel like the chicken soups were like the segue to that because chicken soup space was like, hey, be a good person. Don't lie to your parents. Don't do drugs. Don't do things that are going to embarrass you. And then The Secret was like, just keep doing that.
Give me
Like, continue, read chicken soup, and I eat.
deep within yourself. Give me a haiku written by an 8th grader. I'm all about it. I could probably reread it now and really gain some knowledge.
This is really funny.
I should
mean,
read some.
It's funny we're jumping off on this because like the basis of The Secret and like I did the movie. You should watch the movie if you just need a good gas because she's just like going through like these pillars of history, right? Like Abraham Lincoln and Da Vinci. She's like, then there was a secret deep in the face. And you're like, what is it? She's like, just feel good about yourself and be happy.
yeah.
That's The Secret.
And then millions upon millions of people globally were like,
Yes.
Wait, I'm supposed to have confidence in myself?
You can create the life that you want, and it's the easiest thing. You get to dictate your life as an adult, and as a
somebody
human
doesn't
being.
know that.
And other
Where's
people
my
think that
camera?
these horrible
This
things are
is
happening.
now a therapist podcast. We're here to help you feel good.
About
This
you.
is The Secret. Make your life what you want it. It's that simple.
Yeah, here
So
we are.
easy.
You're welcome.
On a Tuesday at, what time is it? Having
11 a.m.
This is my dream. Who knew? I manifested it.
I knew it was. I knew both of you had to be on camera, and the world had to see both of you.
We
This
just
is
sold
why
so
you're
many.
here.
We just sold so many more copies. This is bullshit. She just hacked the code, didn't she?
I did.
Okay.
We're in the Matrix. Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking we small, we gon' hey, we gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking too old, wake up. Hey, hope you're ready for the next episode.
Where should we start? Should we start with Super Bowl because it just happened?
Let's do it.
Do you guys watch the game or
I
you
did
didn't
not.
really get
I was
to?
in the emergency room,
Yeah.
but I watched snippets of the important pieces like the national anthem and the halftime show.
Chris Stapleton.
Amazing. I think
And they
I think I
also-
cried.
They also
Literally.
did a national anthem for African Americans to start it too before they did the regular one, which I thought was actually really nice.
I had no idea.
I was here for that. But that's what I read.
Speaking of, honestly, positive mindset, I love all holidays and I consider Super Bowl in America a national holiday.
It
In Texas,
truly
you
is.
have the day off afterwards.
I will party the hardest. I couldn't because I don't know, the Eagles and the Chiefs, like
It
no
wasn't your
offense, It was
thing.
like super boring. I did enjoy watching Bradley Cooper in the box. I'm not enjoying his weight loss or him looking like himself.
No.
He's sober, so he's all normal now. I think he got sober. I think
maybe
that's what
it's
you're
Sober
looking at.
people get like shredded.
Well, I think you're looking at someone who's stopped doing things. I'm pretty sure. Him and Brad Pitt don't drink alcohol.
Sometimes it's so sad when they quit.
I think Bradley Cooper can do no wrong.
He should make PSA. Start drinking again, bro.
Get PSA. Don't give up.
I actually sat down and watched the game.
Yeah.
And if I sit down and actually will focus for more than 2 minutes, I get really into it. But if not, I'm totally out. Rihanna, people hating on it. I loved it.
I watched it because I knew we were going to be talking about it. And I wanted to see her because
She's pregnant on a stage 100 feet in the air, rocking at a 30-degree angle.
Oh my God,
with
one
her
guy-
baby in there. That was insane.
One guy locally
She's
on a
gorgeous.
Facebook wrote, I don't know, wasn't that great of a show. Think
Maybe
she's
he should put it
pregnant.
on.
Maybe she shouldn't have done it. She's kind of tired. I was like, I bet you're like a middle management guy who everybody hates. And you're knocking one of like the greatest songbirds of our time.
I say
pregnant
accolades
at the
to
Super Bowl.
Rihanna for doing
Yes.
it pregnant.
Oh
you
my
queen.
God.
And we've all been pregnant. I mean,
being pregnant sucks.
waking up is hard enough.
I slept for 40 weeks.
Putting on socks is freaking hard.
Oh yeah.
I
no
did
one
never do
tells
that.
you about that. One day I tried to put my socks on.
And
Oh,
then you
you
have
can't.
a guy.
Yeah.
Then you have a guy named Dylan saying it could have been done better. I'm just like, nobody
Get
loves
up on
you.
stage.
F
Dylan.
you, Dylan.
Yeah, no one loves you.
No, you don't even love yourself.
Oh, Dylan's on blast.
I don't know.
Sorry, Dill. I just, only a mother's love, right?
We ended up hosting on Super Bowl. So we were going to go to a friend's house, and we have a very open door policy in our neighborhood. We have 10 families in there. All of our kids are the same age. So our door kept opening and people kept bringing over beer and stuff. I'm like, okay, I guess we're hosting the party. So I whipped up some deviled eggs. My house smelled like just pure farts. Pure farts for the Super Bowl.
So deviled eggs, such an interesting go-to for so many people because they're such a terrible food, It's like a funny thing to just it's like a weird knee jerk.
I am going to hold you down and shove deviled eggs in your mouth.
Literally disgusting. It's just is that sulfur? Oh yeah, we better serve it to our guests.
Is your
Just
dog
like a
sick?
weird, yeah, it's just like a weird thing that people do in a house of people.
I whipped up those. I did some jalapeno popper. I did the whole spread, homemade guac. We had some picky eaters there, and everybody brought something, so it was fine, but it was fun to host.
Okay, so that's one of my things with hosting.
She's got a bone to pick.
I got a bone to pick, you guys. And this is for you, America. If you are hosting, I understand that it can be expensive and that we ask a lot of the host as far as space and cleaning and time, but either do it or don't. Mm-hmm. Do it or don't. You can't say you're going to host something and then say you only wanted to make one crock pot of something. That is
Taquitos.
not
It
appropriate.
is a commitment, and I 100%
It's a commitment.
agree.
Just do it or don't.
100%.
I was starving.
You should have stopped by my house for a deviled egg, you dork.
I was, oh my God. I would have eaten a deviled egg. If that says anything. That says anything. I don't understand. I feel like this new age way of hosting, people maybe didn't learn well from their parents. My parents are incredible hosts. So as I've been getting older and going over to people's houses, it's just been a real downhill.
They're doing butter boards, soup boards.
Or they don't.
Hey,
even,
here's
they're not
some
getting
butter.
enough
Put a carrot
food.
in
I'm
there.
with you. And
we have
I
kids
don't
now.
mind going all out. I love hosting because
Same.
I want to get messed up. I want my husband to have a fun time. And we can pass out anywhere.
Right.
I love to host.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I agree with you. If you go
Yeah.
somewhere and you expect the most and you get the least,
Same token. Have to
don't invite me from now on.
if you go
Yes.
on the same full 360, if you have people coming to your house that are like, hey, we're here, we forgot to bring anything.
Well, that's
get
rude
out.
and poor form.
Well-
At least bring liquor.
Well, yeah.
I think-
Here's the Ritz crackers that I picked up on the way. I think I could never, and I'm also, I would say mostly from the South. You cannot show up empty-handed.
It's
you cannot.
rude.
Yeah.
It's not good form.
This is a
Especially if you
PSA,
go and
America.
drink 10
PSA.
glasses of champagne. You got to bring something to the
You guys,
table.
PSA, we're saying it. You heard it here first on Brunch, Please, which I feel like is an appropriate venue to hear this at.
Yeah.
You don't show up anywhere, as my mother said, without a loaf of bread or a bottle of wine. That's simple rules.
If you're going to a keto
That's it.
house, bring some carrots, but you bring something.
She's a keto.
I have a keto house I go to.
Wine's keto, right?
Champagne actually only has like 2 points on their
You
little
don't
scales.
need both. I'm just saying.
If you go to
one
a
or the
keto
other.
house, bring a bottle of heavy cream.
Yes, and sour cream.
a pound of bacon if you want.
Party for everybody.
Get creative. I don't
But
give
bring
a fuck.
something.
But
I'm with
bring
you.
something, you guys. It's poor form.
Besides your sterling personality, because you can't get away with that.
Only me, though. Like, I'm
like
sorry.
literally, like just you.
Okay. This
Maybe
isn't-
Lisa over there
This
in
is
the
not
corner.
going to be well received, so we'll wrap this up so we can move on. But I want to tell you this, Brandon. Do what you will with this. If your personality changes the dynamic of a party, and let's be clear, makes it more fun, then
Dead
and
horse
only
lady.
then you may maybe skip out on bringing something if you're in a pinch. If you're just that guy, bread and wine every time.
In a pinch means, hey, we're having people over, and you say I'll be there in 20 minutes.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like in a pinch means I call you. I'm like, hey, I just got off work early. I have 2 hours before I get the kids. And you're like, come over. Let's hang out. I'm like, okay, I'm not stopping off at the store.
No,
because
that's
of
when you
our
go
time
through
is
your
more
cupboards.
valuable.
Yeah.
If you are going to a brunch or a party and you don't bring anything on the assumption that it's taken care of, your parents,
You're not going to be
you need
invited anymore.
You suck. Ask.
I wish I've never been able to see myself straight on in the camera. Does anybody else get to do that?
I mean, I think you look great. Do you need your champagne for comfort?
Michelle, lots of talk about Bradley Cooper.
Hold on. Heart palpitating.
Bradley Cooper or Megan Fox?
Megan Fox, because Dave would still stay married to me. On Friday, I went with my Pilates class to Magic Mike.
Oh,
jealous
how
about
was it?
I didn't realize there had been 2 before that, so I don't know if I've
2?
only seen one. Like, or
I think
maybe
I've
there was just
only
one.
no. There could be 2. I've only
There
seen
are
one.
2.
Okay,
Oh.
because the second one, they said they go to like a house in a beach and do a dance. I don't know. I don't know. Joe DiMaggio was in it, or what's his name? Joe. Who's the hot guy?
There's Channing Tatum, and then Matthew McConaughey was the first. My personal love was the sexual drama that it became.
Okay.
Like, it wasn't meant to be a comedy.
So this one, so I go with my Pilates girls. It's hard. They do so much crazy good dancing. You're in your seat like, yeah. Like you think he's picking you up. You think he's like, I mean, it's
How did he look?
But-
Is he still Channing at least?
Yeah,
Is
he's
he
adorable.
still ripped?
Yeah, and then all the other he is
Because I saw a
Yeah.
photo of him when he was dating the singer Jessie J, and they were walking, and he did not. Even Brandon was like, "Whoa,
really
what happened
He
to him?"
goes like that in all
Yeah.
things, though.
Which I
liked
mean,
it.
whatever.
I kinda like
mean,
it.
I do.
I just think it's shocking that they could make a movie of successful male strippers into 3 movies.
Well,
And it's like sold out on Friday at 11:30 with women being like, "Whoa, sick!" in the movie theater. It's like insane.
it's a time to let your hair down.
I mean,
Well,
I guess so.
that's like literally why we're doing this.
Selma Hayek though.
Oh,
Oh, does she?
I'm
she
a
holds
fan.
up.
She is really smart. And I really like that.
I do too.
Very
She's adorable.
Smart. So smart.
You're
You're very smart too. I'm just saying.
Her and Penelope Cruz are like, I feel like
Yes,
they are.
so
They found
sexy.
the fountain of youth, and they're doing it, and that's great.
I agree.
You have to do it with your husband on Valentine's Day.
You know, it's preferred. I think it depends on the gift. You know, one year I actually wore these on purpose. Brandon bought me these medallions one year for Valentine's Day, and he did get a thank you, a pretty good thank you. I think if the present is good, the thank you is even better.
Eminem, Machine Gun Kelly, or the
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Why can I not remember?
And what are the things?
It's Shag, Marry, Kill.
Okay.
Eminem is in there, just so you've heard it.
I would shag MGK just to see what it's all about.
The hype.
Right. If he's smart or not. And
Somebody
then
just broke a
Eminem,
camera.
I
So
mean,
intelligent.
he's great and all, but I don't find him physically attractive at all. Really. So maybe
You're
he'd
gonna
be out.
You're gonna kill Eminem.
But I like the real
one of the
Century.
greats.
But
Another one of the
But
greats.
there has to be something about Pete Davidson. No, let's see here. I'm just thinking out loud. I would
Eminem.
Shag Pete Davidson.
Okay, now you're changing it.
Yes.
Fair.
You
Marry
know?
MGK.
No, it would be Eminem. I mean, I like some.
So now you're killing
Ruffle.
Machine Gun Kelly?
No, I think it's wrong. I think you always kill Pete Davidson.
He can die. He's strong.
I can't decide. This is too hard.
Do you want to kill everybody?
Yes. Can I?
Really?
Do you want to Valentine everybody?
I would marry Eminem just because I feel like this is too big. I would marry Eminem. I would shag, Machine Gun. And I would kill Pete Davidson only because Pete Davidson's lived a good life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a straightforward
I feel like Coulson has too.
Coulson. I don't know if you ever lived
Coulson
to your
from
full
Minnesota.
extent.
I have a question about why Megan Fox and MGK. What is happening? What
Oh my
is
God.
the deal?
Got a lot of bones to pick with this one.
Sam.
Well, I just took a bite
Oh,
of food.
okay. Well, first of
Unfortunately.
all, she's gorgeous. Secondly, I'm not sure that he is. So I get when you're attracted to someone, it's like an appeal, and
It's
nobody
the
understands
Pete Davidsons. It's the MGKs.
because they're
It's a
smart.
brainwash.
We're going back to the smartness of it all.
So didn't they work from my rabbit hole? Is they worked together in some facet, and
In
then
his music video, Bloody Valentine, she was in it.
yes. Okay, so then they got to know each other, and she fell head over heels with him. Well, I would beg to say that he's the victim here, and here's why. I was reading in one of her interviews in a UK Glamour or Vanity. We'll have to check that she said because he's 4 years younger than her, she believes that she actually manifested him not into her life as her boyfriend, but onto the planet.
Oh, that's deep. That's heavy.
She says he is her aesthetic dream guy. She says since she was 4 years old, she had memories of manifesting her perfect guy.
Wait, from what age?
it is Machine
From 4 years old. Well, she's
At 4.
My daughter is
And
older
she-
than 4, and if she is manifesting a man right now, she is going to boarding school tomorrow.
Well, you should touch on
Boarding
that because, hey, as we know from The Secret.
And if she's manifesting a guy with bricks tattooed across his tiny little body, we've got even more problems than I thought.
Do you know his name is Colson Baker?
I did not.
And do you
That
think when
is
she,
his
do
actual
you think when
name.
she's mad at him,
Coulson.
she's like, Colson Baker, you better take off my nails.
Could
I
you-
wanted to wear those.
Literally imagine being an L7 weenie.
Those are my tights.
That is freaking Colson Baker.
Did you just do L7 weenie?
Yes, she did.
Oh, Colson's
Wait,
too
do
young
it to
for
the-
that.
do
He
it to
doesn't
your
even
camera
know.
again.
L7 weenie. I'm just saying that she said because she believes that she's 4 years older than him. At 4, she was
She
dreaming up her
manifested
perfect, and she manifested him into existence.
Do you think at 4 she read The Secret?
I'm just saying she's one of the.
Chicken soup.
She is what she was still on Chicken Soup. She started. She was getting
knew.
it read at night.
That's what I'm saying.
And she
knew.
goes, "Destiny is mine."
Colson
Not only-
is mine, but let's change his name to something spooky.
Like Machine Gun. I think she
Get out of my
spooky,
town.
huh?
Can you imagine if we were like, welcome to Brunch, please. My name's Knife Baccarat Boogie Pants. Like, they just think of the wildest names and they're like, you know what? Let's roll with that. Like, sometimes I want to say, no. Maybe your name isn't Machine Gun.
Just call me Machine Gun.
Just call me Machine Gun Poopochip.
So it was really interesting too, because not only did she manifest them, and then recently she was documented saying, you know what, Machine Gun, just kill me or get me pregnant.
Wait, she said that?
That is a direct quote from Megan
Kill
Fox.
me
I checked
or
it.
impregnate me?
Wait, did she
Kill
call
me?
him Machine Gun at her Colson?
I just personally...
I think it's just machine. I think at that point you just go
Robo
straight.
arm. I either want a baby right now or I'm gonna die.
no.
Or I walk.
So their whole precipice of their relationship is like on intense
It is so
connection.
intense.
So she just believes like they're soulmates.
It's like nostril licking. They're
So them,
Truly exhausted
after
thinking
they
about
got engaged, they drank each other's blood.
We've
And
all
then
done that.
Right after, same. And then right after that, she was like documented, like writing him a thing either on social media or somewhere else, but it is documented. And it's like, yeah, it's time for you to just kill me or get me pregnant.
What if she's dead right now and that's why her Instagram is down?
But it's back up.
Oh my God.
Somebody
what
do a
if
deep
he
dive
did
right now.
say, like, fine, I'll take the ladder. And then I'm Machine Gun Kelly, right?
Want to know an unpopular opinion?
Always.
I just bet you he's so good in bed.
I was saying
I
he's
think
smart.
He's a freak.
Just like girls can be smart, guys can be smart too.
smart.
Smart. He and Pete Davidson, I think, are smart humans. And you don't even need a lot when you're that smart.
When I think about what
right?
you're
True.
saying, it's like my brain just stops and it all goes to white because I can't even picture it because I'm
I
so
can
like,
picture it. I can picture it.
I actually understand the Pete Davidson thing because I think he's actually hilarious. I think when people chat with him, they have like a genuine, real connection.
I agree. And he has
that's just not
perfect, he has
common.
great teeth too. So it's like,
He's a
Peter-
little heroin chic for me.
Peter
Yeah.
or Colson?
oh, I would pick Pete Davidson. I don't like blonde. I'm blonde. I like dark haired.
I do think Pete Davidson looks smart, like actually smart.
Oh,
And
I
he's
think
funny.
he has-
And I also think he's complex because he can be deep. His like father passed away and the towers and stuff. So I feel like he probably secretly, if you give him enough whiskeys, he's like, I want to cry to you.
I think either
And
way
then you're
though,
like, this is full force.
it's an adventure
But still
with
no
either
for
one
me.
of them. Like
Yes.
if you dated either one of them, and they're friends. So if you dated either one, you're on an adventure. You don't know what they're gonna do any day at any time.
I'm ragging on all these really skinny guys, but when I married my husband, he was a very skinny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't necessarily look at Pete Davidson as like a super skinny guy. I just look at him as an ultimate, like an overall no for me. Just like anything you're selling, I'm not personally buying.
You're saying yes to Machine Gun and no
Machine
to
Gun
Peter?
Kelly is 6'5". He does have a suitable face. When he's not wearing women's clothing, it's all right. I mean, Pete Davidson looks like I need to drop him off at a safe house. Like, he looks sick. Machine
does
Gun,
look-
he has, do you know what I mean?
It's part of his appeal though.
I think that's
I'm
what
a
it
no
is.
on
part
both,
of his
so
appeal.
no
No,
argument
no,
for
no.
me,
This is
but-
an overall no. Overall no. I'm just saying, like, Machine Gun Kelly, like, it from a primal standpoint, looks healthy.
All right, so the this or that, Machine Gun or Pete, you're going with the guy that named himself after something super spooky.
No, I'm for
even though
sure
he's-
going with Pete Davidson. I'm just saying, like, I think
I
aesthetically,
would go with-
Pete Davidson all the way.
I'm going with Megan Fox.
and I didn't know that was
on the
option.
table.
Well, I think outside of the box.
Oh, well, she is.
Machine Gun Kelly isn't the only one in
She
here
is
wearing skirts. See what I did there? I'm going to tell you, you don't even have to ask me a question. Even when I sleep at night, my husband looks like a mannequin. He doesn't move. His hair stays perfect. He does not make a sound. He does not fart in his sleep. He does not snore. When I sleep, I have like a hand in my sweatpants. My mouth is open. I have like a booger on my, it is horrendous. And he tells me I snore. And I think once in a while I might even pass a gas in my sleep. I'm really sorry to say that. He is married to Al Bundy and he is like, oh, good morning to the most beautiful girl I know. Here's your coffee. Like, I don't know what I did to this man. He is not held hostage. There is no gun to his head, but one might think, one might expect it, in fact, because I am horrifying in the morning. Facts. I think you should always be with somebody that you think is just a little bit better than you.
Really?
Like, I feel like I married up with Dave,
Yeah.
and he feels like he married up with me. Therefore, we're always striving for something better and pushing each other for better things.
I love
will never
that.
think I'm as good as Dave. I don't think he'll think he's as good as me. And it just makes us work really good.
Yeah.
I
agree.
really love
I am the
that.
funny one.
I have always dated
true.
down
Dave's actually
until
pretty funny.
Brandon. And then it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was different.
I think you always have to feel a little bit
feel a
uncomfortable.
little weird. Yeah,
Be a
I
little
didn't
bit
like that.
uncomfortable.
I like being the up, you know, and like grovel at my feet. I like that.
I don't think I've ever been the up.
I like to be the up. I have always dated down my entire life. This is a fact. You can actually look this up. There's evidence out there. But Brandon came along, and it was like more like he was more. It made me feel weird at first. Made me
That's
feel a
why
little
me and
insecure.
Brandon broke up, because when I dated him, I was like,
I know he's a
You know
lot.
what?
He's
I'm
a
gonna
lot
be
to
honest with you.
handle.
I've
I
never-
know it's a lot.
I've never dated up.
God bless the broken
I had
road.
like cystic acne,
This is true.
hand-me-down clothes, like a whole bunch of. I had a expander in my mouth, a bumper in my lips, so once in a while I would like drool when I talked. And now I'm just really funny, and I'm
Did
like
you become
growing
funny because of these things?
because I was a hideous, hideous child. Hideous.
Well, you turned out great.
I tried to make a book, and I will get you a picture of this. I wanted to publish my diaries about being a very ugly but funny girl when I was in 4th grade.
I want a
And
copy.
Barbara Bush, I was obsessed with this book cover she did, and I didn't even really know who she was, I don't think, but
Nice.
I saw this book cover, and she had like big pearls and like a blue knitted suit. So I made my mom make me a knitted suit, and I wore pearls, and I had the bangs forwards, backwards, and it was like an old lady bob, and I was like this on my diaries.
I actually have seen this photo.
You have?
I have seen this photo.
I need to. we need to insert
and I had like
it.
8 teeth pulled.
You
so I'm
have
missing,
to
like, every
find
other
it.
tooth.
Please
It's
find it.
actually incredible, and it is documented.
My sister's sending it in right now, like as we speak.
I
She's
would-
like,
I would love
I
for
have it right now.
her. I would love to really unpack why the early Michelle, then Peterson, was so into Barbara Bush.
I just loved the book cover. She had a book cover.
You are an enigma.
Her husband was the president at the time, so I think I just saw it whenever my dad took us to the library.
What advice would you give someone who is newly dating about when is the time to really open up in dating someone? Like, when can you go to the bathroom?
So, this will shock you, but I am a bit of a rough rider. So, I kind of like to open that door fairly quickly, only because I am so charming and hot. So, I really like to let them know, like, farting's on the table, number 2s are on the table, not literally on the table. But I don't like, here's one thing. Okay, serious answer. I don't like being physically uncomfortable, and I pay bills and taxes. Therefore, I get to do whatever I want whenever I want, and that includes release gas and take a shit in a designated area if I need to. My whole thing is just like when I come into a setting and somebody's just like, why are you wearing that? I'm wearing this and it only took me 10 minutes to get ready. And I'm just like, yeah.
Whose fault is that?
Like, I wasn't going to blow in here being like, wow, you look like shit today.
I mean,
Because I don't even think that
I'm
way.
actually glad
Right.
you said that, because I wore my wedding dress at my Superbowl party, and people were like so weird about it. And I was like, oh my God, if you took an extra 20 minutes, you should have put on yours. You psychopath.
I'm just saying, I wish people gave, I love that. I just wish people gave a little bit less fucks to what other people are doing and more fucks about what they're doing. And then we meet in the middle.
I don't dress for
I
women
agree.
or men though. Like, people
I
say they
dress-
dress for women. I dress for like how I feel good that day.
yes.
I had a very cute outfit picked out for this today. And I put it on and I was like, you, young lady, have had too much pizza this week and you're changing. And I changed for me.
You look great though.
I know you do look great.
Thanks. Got my little.
But I agree. I dress for me, and I could give two
Every
poops
single
what
day.
anyone else thinks about me. If I'm feeling it, if I like my outfit, if I'm like, oh, this is the fit, I will wear that shit.
Do you know where I felt the most judgment lately with this? This is a fun spinoff. As being a mom. That's
like
where
moms have to be ugly or something?
Yes.
Yes.
I definitely
have the same
feel that
thing.
pressure. And if I dress up in certain scenarios, I'm noticing from other women who have also pushed kids out of their vagina. Like we've all been in pain. Like I get it.
Or stomach.
But it doesn't end you.
But like it's a weird thing. Like we should be like blood brothers versus just like somebody's out here's their. You know what I'm saying?
Judgment.
Like, yeah,
100%.
And because I've had my kids and I still like to like curse and vape occasionally and wear the outfits that I like. I'm definitely like, it's like a frowned upon situation.
Yeah.
I think that's a weirdo
Even
thing.
being a stoner.
I think it
people
is a
really look
weirdo
at me
thing
weird.
too.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yes.
about too?
I have had friends even younger than me that have kids, and then all of a sudden they're in like turtlenecks and like mom jeans. and like, sorry, I have to leave at 6:30 on the Super Bowl because I gotta get my kids to bed at 7.
Do you think their
I'm like,
husbands like that? You think their husbands like turtleneck Tanya over here?
I don't know.
Nobody wants that
it was
shit.
really weird
Nobody
because the
fucking
other
wants
night
that.
Dave
They
asked
want-
me to do
He
that.
married you.
I know.
He married you
Yes.
for who you are. And why should you change? Because you have 2 children.
Well, and that's what I think. And that's like,
fucking
honestly,
wild.
If Dave
to
could
me.
pick
That
up my
is
clothes, I
wild.
could not go in public.
I do agree
Same.
with that.
I mean, Brandon encourages the sexiness.
It would
of
be
Ian
really
does
for
too, and that's another interesting thing in marriages that we've been up against. Is like my husband would have me looking like a high-end escort everywhere we go.
100%.
That's
Same.
Ian. Ian wants the hoops. He wants the
Yes.
lips. He wants the curls.
But
If I
that's
put
why he
my hair
fucking
up,
married
he's
you.
personally offended.
But that's why. But up hair can be sexy as shit too. If
That's
you wear
what
like
I'm
an
saying.
open
Ian's
back
not
and-
creative,
We've
but
all
that's
seen
not the
Pamela
point.
Lee.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of women and like starting something like this is like to sit down at brunch and like talk about all things like sexuality and obviously all the fun like current gossip of our day is fun.
Hot goss.
Hot goss, of course.
I'm bringing it.
But I
Hot
just
goss.
really would love to see like a more localized standpoint of women just feeling good about themselves and being okay with that instead of like the constant weird comparisons. So like you go to somewhere and there's just like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I look crazy and you look good. And I'm just like, well, that was a good story.
Well,
I mean,
I
but
think-
it's just
I
women
agree.
evolving over time. It's like, and I remember in the 80s, my mom would spend hours cleaning a house and people would come and she'd go, I'm so sorry, it's a wreck. You know, and it was like her house looked like a model home. And now we get ready for 2 hours and we go, sorry, I just had like 10 minutes to get ready. It's so crazy. I look
It's
like this.
true. We're acting like it's not a
just
lot of work.
evolving from like Tupperware parties
point.
to longer
It's like
birthday
minimizing
parties to-
yourself
Yeah.
on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like not
I want you
good.
guys to
yeah.
know.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a minimal. It's minimizing.
And you know what? Let's not minimize, ladies. I did
Own
a
it.
double wash on my hair. My fucking shower takes me 25 minutes and it's not an enjoyable time. No masturbation, only washing, shaving, exfoliating, and then making sure my like serum's set in. It's a fucking process,
a
okay?
real
It's
big
not for the
process.
faint of heart.
I think I don't take showers right.
Well, let's have
Serum
her
in the
demo.
shower,
She should demo for
exfoliating.
you. Yes.
I'm like dove, 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 and all the right spots. Wash for a minute, hair, shave, out, 5 minutes. I did not look. Wait, did you just look at me and go, I know?
I can
Full
tell.
circle. I'm the 10-minute get readier.
But listen,
Wait, do I look like shit?
I take baths every single day.
Absolutely not.
Sometimes 2 baths a day. So I do all of that in the bath. I smoke a fucking bowl or 5. Drink some champagne, do it up, and then in the morning I'm all ready to go. And then I can get ready.
In
quicker.
my defense, I only do that twice a week. Other than that, it's hair wrap, in the shower, rinse.
Can
You
I
know how
tell
I'm
much
a
you?
naked mole rat. I need to get a 23andMe. I do not fucking grow hair. Okay, and after my laser, hopefully.
How did it go?
Oh, it was Michelle. She thought I was bullshitting, right? It was 15 minutes.
It was 15 minutes.
That I will sign up for that shit.
And we
15
ran
minutes.
into one of my girlfriends there, and she was texting me after, like, you have to do this. There's a winter special. And I think people just look
winter
at me and see how
special.
hairy I am. They're like,
never
ooh,
noticed.
you
I've
have
never
to do this.
said, "Oh, Michelle, she's a hairy girl."
Look at the beard on that
But you
broad.
shower every day, right?
Do
Do you wash your hair every day?
No, I've been trying to wash my hair every like 2 days.
Can I tell you?
Hold out as long as I can.
This morning was the first time I've washed my hair since the last episode that we filmed. And that is not a lie.
I
That
want to
is
make eye
dead.
contact with Brandon to see how stinky you were this week. Really
Ask
bad.
him. Brandon.
Where is he?
Brandon.
Was she stinky?
Well, I bathed my hair. Was it bad? It was bad.
You always smell like roses.
Oh, dirty birdie.
Did you guys?
It's Valentine's Day.
Ian hugs me on wash day.
Oh, and it's like,
No, he literally goes, I love it when you smell like that.
he's like,
And I'm
wait,
just like,
you're gonna
well,
get an
don't get used
aneurysm.
to it. Okay? Because I can't. I have 2 rows of full sew-in extensions.
Well, I will tell you, I wasn't feeling well yesterday, so I like went and worked out. I went home. I pretty much slept all day. I took more medicine when I woke up, went to sleep again, and I got up today and my hair was like matted down and I had on a robe and like dirty pajama pants, and I could only find one slipper because I have a puppy who always takes them, so I was walking around in one shoe. And Dave hands me this card and he's like, thank you for always being the most beautiful girl on Valentine's
trash
Day.
can.
And he was literally like laughing as he said it. And I was like, I love you too. I mean, I was like, it was like Al Bundy standing in the kitchen, and my husband looks like a Ken doll.
Oh
Like,
my God.
he's
Everybody,
sweet.
we
He
need
really
to pull up a
does.
picture of David
Yes.
who's comfortable
Yeah.
in this moment.
I mean,
he
he's like
is a Ken doll.
He is a great
is.
God. He wakes up
Ken
and
doll.
goes to bed with the same hair, and he's like, all right, I'm going to China. And he like could barely like, I was like, have a good trip. I mean, if that guy doesn't cheat on me today, he's never cheating on me.
That's
he
what
left,
I'm saying.
He left with a vision.
you know what though? I think the husbands like the normalcy, that.
I mean,
but then
truly,
they
he
also
doesn't see
like
that a
the
lot.
arm candy part too.
I think,
They think
for
they like
Ian,
both.
like Ian likes to see the Transformer.
Yeah.
Because I think he likes to be out
Are you
with
circling
me.
back to Megan Fox?
Yeah, maybe.
That was a good tie-in.
That was.
I think that Ian loves to look at other people when I'm super hot and funny and like in a scenario.
Because everyone's
like
like,
he's just like, oh my God,
Looking at
maybe
you.
he's feeling a little insecure. I'm not saying he does, but the options on the table. And I think he likes to like dig deep and think about like this weekend, like cleaning Alicia with like a side bun. And why is it you're only a nag when you're ugly? Do you guys feel that?
you don't even
and I'm
know
just
pretty.
like,
It's look-
pick up your shit. I said pick up your shit.
Because you're in a bad mood.
Yes,
you're
because
ugly.
it's look, you feel good.
Like
you
there's,
feel
yes. And there's something.
Who dropped this Cheerio right here?
Yeah.
Come get it. Eat it off the floor.
and you can be like a wretch, right?
Yeah.
You can
so I
scream.
think there's something to like me being out, and I think when people are like giving him all these accolades about me, and he's just like, yeah, I'm a lucky guy. I think it's just like,
He is a
Well,
real.
vision
Instead of like
ugly.
a spank bake, it's
Yes,
like a
troll reel.
100%
A
because
troll
they
reel.
have won the jackpot.
Yeah.
I feel like
So I think
arm
it's like
candy
his
is a
leverage,
real
and
thing.
it's just like if you guys only knew.
Oh, for sure. And I think it goes for girls too. Dave is, in my opinion, like the most beautiful man I've ever seen. And I am very proud to walk into a room with him.
Yeah.
yeah, same.
And I think he
Not
feels
with
this,
Dave,
not
but
this morning,
anyway,
but
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
in
yeah, I
general.
think arm candy goes both ways.
I
for
think
sure.
so too. And when you're proud to be with someone, you hold yourself a different way.
Yeah.
And you're like, here we are. And we are here. And I love that. And I think that you guys have that. And I definitely have that with Brandon. But I think it's important. I think it's bad when you would walk in and you're like, oh, this is my hair. You know, you don't really want people to like,
You guys
you're not as
all-
proud.
I don't
to have
see. I don't like to talk about Ian and his good looks because it's annoying.
Because it's Sparta.
he literally looks like a Greek god. Like everybody's like, what could she be with? And it's just like,
Let's go Spanish Prince. Dave calls the Greek.
true.
Ian
would love
Ian
to be
is
the
Spanish.
Spaniard.
Yeah.
and Brandon's the Italian stallion. Is that what it is? Is that what's happening?
Should we do a calendar for brunch, please?
Like on Jersey?
Brunch.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, let's talk
Let's
about
talk about
Jersey.
that.
We should do a calendar. I couldn't believe the girls weren't in it.
Okay, speaking of husbands,
I
what'd you
know.
guys get your husbands for Valentine's Day?
Oh, I can't say he wouldn't get it right now. this
Bathrobe
morning.
and morning breath.
But it is a good gift. I can't
So,
say because he's in the room.
Speaking of being proud of your significant other, I've ended my training week, so I'm gonna go to the gym with Ian now to live out his dream of being a fitness couple. His words, not mine.
That's intense.
It's intense.
How do you feel about that?
I'll show up at anything. I love a good.
You are 2 hours away from being an influencer. I can feel it. Oh, you did go to Hug High. Do you want to talk a little bit about your fighting days?
Well, I actually didn't fight at Hug because I think they knew. I actually did get in an altercation at O'Brien Middle School because someone called me a bitch, and I was like, "Call me a bitch again," and she did. Big mistake. So I punched her in the face in front of everyone, called my mom from a payphone. True story. I didn't have a cell phone. I went outside, called my mom on a payphone. I was like, "Mom, you might have to come pick me up." And she was like, "Rachel Marie, what did you do?" And I said, "Someone called me a bitch." So I slapped her in the face. And her face was welted. She cried. She ran away. Everyone saw it. I never got suspended, never got in trouble, not one time. But she was sure nice to me after that. And guess what? No one called me a bitch after that.
Alicia, did you watch Real Housewives of New Jersey?
No.
Did you read anything about it to catch up for today?
No.
Do you know anything about it?
No.
Do you know
I
who
sure
Teresa Guidas is?
Yes.
Judice. What is the name? What's her name?
Judice.
Judice.
Or Judice.
And what's Louis'
Is
name?
she the one
Brandon,
that got
you're
indicted
Italian. How
on
would you
tax
say Judice?
fraud?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's something about Jersey. They all cook phenomenally. Sometimes I see them cooking like sausage and peppers, and I'm like, guess what we're having for dinner? You know,
Yeah.
like
I
so
come on
good.
my way.
Yeah, for sure. I find Teresa to be so unappetizing as a human. She is rude. She is uncouth. She never. She cannot listen to anyone else's point of view. I think she is probably the most mean-spirited person I've ever seen on TV, and I cannot believe she's still on it.
And I don't disagree. I love
But
Melissa.
you love her, right?
No.
Okay.
I love Melissa.
I do
I like
too.
the
She's so
Aries
sweet.
vibe. She's an Aries.
Yeah.
She's a boss biatch. I love her.
I
Love
just.
her.
I've got
Did you guys ever watch Mob Wives?
I did actually.
I met Ange.
I watch all reality. So throw it at me.
do you remember
yes, I
Ange?
did.
Yeah.
We've got to put up a picture of Ange. She's what I mean, it's phenomenal.
Loyal as shit,
So
these women.
I went to
That it would not be me.
I went to Puerto Rico to see my husband on a trip, and I met Ange.
No.
We were buying coffee cups in a gift store, and I was like, and she was like, "Hello,"
My dream.
and I thought I got a picture with her. I think I do, but oh my god, I got to get back into that.
You need to find that.
we need
But
to.
no, I know I got to
I'm
find
sorry.
it.
I can only watch things that like genuinely interest me. Housewives a little bit because sometimes like I do like outfits. I do kind of get like drawn in by like fashion and stuff. But I will ultimately say like Mob Wives and stuff. No, I'm loyal as shit. I will put you in that prison box and wait for you while you know,
I would
let
be
me
like,
live in the house.
call
and
me when you're
everything.
done.
No, I'm saying like, no, I am in.
I don't know. What are you
Nobody
in
even
prison
gave me a
for?
chance to be a mob wife. I would have been an incredible mafia
I'm
wife.
saying, what are you in
You
prison?
probably
Well,
would have been.
if you're married to the mob.
You would fight Teresa.
No,
Sounds
I
like
would
it.
not.
She
I
will flip
would
a table.
cower down and be like, Alicia, Rachel, help me, please.
I'd hop
I'm
on her
poor,
back.
help me.
I'd
She
hop
is
on
a
her back
strong
like
lady.
a spider monkey.
She flips tables and stuff.
I mean, I think when she was in
hasn't?
jail, she was doing like karate and stuff.
I mean, maybe.
Have you ever flipped a table?
I don't know if I've done that, but I've done a lot of things. I don't know about flipping a table, but I mean, I've thrown things and broken
throwing
windows.
things,
I mean,
fighting.
Oh my gosh, have you
Flipping
flipped
tables.
a table?
Yeah.
Oh, trash. Tell me the story.
Well, really how it is it's not so much a story as
shout
it
out
is
to
a
Ed.
circumstance. And I just feel like sometimes just living exactly how you want to live in the moment is really fun. Now, granted, would I behave like that in this era of like phones and videos and everything? But no, like back like 15 years ago.
in the
yeah, I flipped
90s
tables.
and early 2000s,
I threw
you could
chairs.
get away with
I
everything.
broke a window. Yeah. I broke one of my ex's windows. I threw my heel through it.
Yeah, I love that.
And it was like one of my most favorite memories. Like, you know, when you look back and there's those thoughts in your head that is like, remember that meme I sent you? The cringe dancing into your mind. So good.
Oh.
There's things that I think sometimes in the car, like putting my mascara on, I'm like, oof. Yikes,
You have a
right?
flashback.
Oh,
You
no.
audibly,
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
just
No.
talking to Lisa about this
Yeah.
morning.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'll think about things, like when I
Yeah.
watched a couple of those clips, you audibly go, "Whoa." Do you
Yeah.
think it's going to like
No.
leave
Yeah. Yes.
like the planet?
So
and
I
it's
live
there
that
forever
way.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me,
You know what I'm saying?
there's
Yeah, I do
other
know what you
times
mean.
that people would probably deem like, I don't know, a few words that come to mind is like tasteless, classless. I don't know. And I think back to those.
Something lighthearted.
Something lighthearted like that. And I think like, no, I authentically lived in that moment and I'm super good with it. There are other things, actually lighter things where I literally shift because I'm like, I should have held that door open longer for that lady. Like I will think those
that lady
things-
actually talked to me
those
about that, and I
things
know who you're
perturb me
talking about.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
but as far as like flipping tables and like pulling my earrings out and chasing that girl down Tahoe Boulevard.
Oh, you know who you be.
But when the
I
earrings,
regret nothing.
Wait, when the hair goes back and the earrings come off, shit gets real quick.
Wow. And I'm just
No
saying,
way.
like, we don't even have to go into crazy detail.
does.
I just
I
It's
know,
like-
I believe you.
So
I'm
there's
just saying,
two
I want to
roads
fight
with that,
moment.
right?
I want to go
There's,
downtown
like,
tonight.
I did what I needed to do. And then there's the other road of like, you're loud, obnoxious. I know every time I take you out, like it's just going to be a thing. And there's other times where you look at a person and you're like, good for you. I was like William Wallace, fucking Braveheart. Flipped it.
I'm like Bobby, the kid that played chess really good.
I don't even know.
Who was that? Bobby Fisher.
I don't know.
Was that the kid that went missing?
Are you trying to compare
No, I'm
to
just
William
saying,
Wallace?
I'm the person that's like, I'll play in a mean game of checkers, but I'm not the fighter.
Oh, well, I think it takes a lot for me to become a fighter.
Of course.
A
I
lot.
would never want to be
But
labeled
once
that.
I get to the point of no return, there is literally no return. It is very bad. Goes downhill very quickly.
Oh, she made very deep eye contact with you when she said that. And it was
It's because it's
scary.
true.
It was scary.
Yeah.
I just think-
you guys
I think-
haven't seen this side of me because I'm usually very
That's 'cause we're
happy.
always so
I'm
jovial
usually-
together.
yeah.
Let's see if Alicia can name all 50 states in 1 minute. Will you put a minute on the clock? Do not look at the map right now. Let's see how
I would
public
not be able
school.
to do that.
Let's look at this
No,
public
I
school.
don't know
All
the
right.
fucking
All right, we're going to have Alicia name all 50 states. Well, as many as you can name.
Sure.
In 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
Okay, we'll go Alabama, Alaska, California, Arkansas, Bishop.
What did you say?
Okay, California, Delaware, Washington, D.C.,
You can do it.
Texas, Nevada,
Did she say
Washington, Montana,
Austin,
Minnesota,
San Antonio,
North Carolina, South Carolina, New York,
France.
Florida, Ohio, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Oregon,
She did it.
You're doing great.
Arizona. Ooh, that one was a toughie. Let's just move west over. We have Louisiana, Mississippi.
That's east. Never eat soggy worms. Okay, so if you're looking at the map, never eat soggy worms. North, east, south, west.
I know I should have gone west to east, but I was trying to go.
But you did
alphabetically,
great. You
and
did
it
really
clicked
good.
me.
Okay.
Super smart.
Have you guys seen that? Have you seen the girl that goes, France?
So these are from Sherry's Berries.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and I actually know her and we love her so much. We've actually stayed at her Airbnb multiple times, typically on Valentine's Day.
Does she leave berries?
Yes.
Oh.
She leaves a plate of berries. She has a refrigerator that has all the things in it. It's at her house. Her children are gone away. So her and her husband, they just have an Airbnb now because they have
That's
this beautiful
crazy.
home in Placerville. It's gorgeous. They have a hot tub and a swimming pool. Like it's literally a dream. And we've stayed there multiple times. And I could not say more good things about Sherry's berries. So when Brandon said these were from her, I about died. Yes.
I mean,
So they are the best. So Sherry, hello. Hello.
we'll be seeing you soon.
Yes.
Also, our amazing floral arrangement from the Garden of Reno, you guys. One of the oldest florist families in our city. Honestly, they've been doing florals for like 50 years.
It is really gorgeous. I love the
You
color.
cannot get over a mauve rose, right? We love them so much. And they also do a little coffee shop now too, right on the corner of Wells and Cayenne.
It's so cute.
It is so cute, and they host events, you guys.
They do
so
host events.
that if you want like a tea party or just like a little fairy tale getaway, right? It looks like a fairy tale in
does.
there, like it's like a storybook.
Yeah, like
So
Fern
fun.
Gully.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just had
Ferngully.
McKinley watch that.
Did
Doesn't
you like
she
it?
look like she sleeps in a flower at night? She's so delicious.
I mean, like
my
Yes.
little girl. Ooh.
Thumbelina.
Yeah.
Like a little baby Thumbelina. I had to
That's-
find it. Like,
Alicia's
what
always
file?
called her that.
Yes. What file is that in?
This
That
is
was
so
that
cute.
was fucking deep. Deep. Thumbelina. Yeah.
You know what's weird is I went to Willow. So
You always go to Willow. And
Willow's good though.
funny enough, you saying that.
I looked like Willow today in my outfit.
No, Willow just after you've been saying Willow for years, it just started airing again on Disney Plus.
You brought it to life.
Like
with your
it's like a
manifestation.
major thing right now. Willow.
I
Ian
think
goes,
he's
"What is
passed
this
away."
about?" I said, "It's about a midget."
It's about Michelle.
Same.
I'm telling you, if I get that outfit for Halloween, people will ask for my autograph. We almost have the exact same face. I just need like a curly, brownish, reddish wig. You do hair, you could do that for me.
What has taken you
I need
so
like
long?
a blue thing, like a backpack of sorts.
Seeing the
What
world
are you
through
waiting for?
Michelle's lens, I would only imagine.
Same.
I was made fun of my whole life. You don't think I've been
She's
called
just like,
Willow?
I look like Willow, and I'm like, what does the rest of the world look like? I feel like if I got in Michelle's
What
body, it would
does
just
the
be
rest
like
of the world look
fucking-
like?
Woo!
I've got some weird thoughts.
Okay, we were gonna wrap up.
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know. But you know what? It's always a pleasure with you gals.
Oh my gosh, it's
And I
always
love
so
you.
fun.
I truly forget we're doing this, and I
And
just feel like
cheers
I'm
to
at
you.
like Rachel.
I
in
know.
your
The
house.
only thing
Yeah.
that makes me feel
Cheers.
sad.
Oh, wait,
Willow
you know how
arms.
we gotta end it? Brunch, please.
Oh, wait. Yes. Hold on. We have to do an official. That was, yes, but then we
No.
have to cheers. Okay.
Wait,
Go.
we had.
I want to wrap up Super Bowl Sunday hosting in a fart house. Hey, cheers to hosting in a house that smelled like farts. Hosting in a house of
my
farts.
queen.
Foasting.
Boasting.
Not saying anything crazily inappropriate today, but working on it.
You know
Cheers
what?
to Megan.
Megan to Megan
To Megan.
Ooh, mate, should
to
we-
machine gun.
to robot arms everywhere, all over the galaxy. And here's to all the aliens.
And then you have to sing.
Oh,
Brunch, please. We shouldn't drink this.
Hold up. Hey, woman, so we can we saw. We gon'